Hey everyone, Daisy here again with a layout that I created for this Scraplift Saturday over at Paper Issues. It was a February one. The layout I am scraplifting is at the beginning of the video. I just started out with kind of this color palette I wanted to use. I will be scrapping a picture of my son, so I thought that I would go with kind of blues and teals. And so I just picked out a bunch of scraps out of my scrap bin, and I'm just kind of cutting them down into the shapes that are in the layout. And I wanted to stick really close to this because if you've watched my channel, you know that I don't particularly like using circles on my pages, and this is a good way to use a circle without actually using any circles at all. So I'm just playing around here, cutting down papers, trying to fit them in, figure out which ones look best where, and just going to keep fiddling with this. I do fold one of them over, this one right here, so you can see the other side of the pattern paper. And I think that's a fun technique that was actually in the layout, the original one. And just working on what I'm going to finish up using here. And then I do go through and I stitch all of these triangles down off camera. Using some silver thread, and I go through the center of each one of them, and then I do some little starbursts in between. I don't use a lot of embellishments on this page. I just use those stars, and those are actually one of the cut files from the free cut files from the Paper Issue shop, and it's actually I can't remember what the cut file is called, but this is actually a banner of stars that I cut apart. And I'm just going to scatter them around the photo. And the photo, like I said, is of my son. It's not a very good quality picture, so I did print it a little bit smaller, but it works out for what I'm using it for. I'm just going to mat it on some white cardstock and then on this navy blue diagonal paper, and then also on the gold glitter paper. And I'm going to put it at kind of the center of the starburst. And this is some of my favorite glitter paper. It is actually the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby, and it doesn't shed at all. It's very affordable and it's fantastic. I love it. So just working on getting that glued down. That is the problem with using glitter paper, is that things don't like to adhere to it very well, but I use a combination of my ATG and some liquid glue. And then I am going to pop this up on some fun foam. And then I'm going to pull out some acrylic stars that I got in my January Secret Not Secret Kit Club kit, and I believe they might be Tim Holtz stars. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's where they came from. And then just scattering them around as well. And I also pulled out that Be True to You, which is a is it Pink Fresh Studio Escape the Ordinary, I think, little die cut piece. And then I'm going to pull out some letter stickers, and my title is just going to be My Guy. The ones I end up choosing are super old. They've been in my stash for like ever and ever. They're navy blue, and they're so old that they don't have any stickiness to them at all, so I do end up having to glue them down. But yeah, that's pretty much my layout. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!